Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is day 2 of a full face week. Yeah, we're just gonna call it that. I realized in yesterday's video I said that I'll be bringing you a video for the next 5 days, but I was able to squeeze in 2 more brands with some overnight shipping, so I will actually be doing a full week Sunday through Saturday of me testing out a full face from one brand. As you can see by the title, today is Maybelline, and because I'm excited about I'm excited about at least one product that I'm trying from every brand the entire week, but because I'm excited, let's just get right into it. So I know I said in yesterday's video that I was going to try to stick to products specifically from whatever brand I'm trying that day, and I am going to do that. However, you probably noticed that my brows are already outlined. That's because for brows today, I'm using the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Waterproof Brow Gel. It says this can last up to 2 days on your face. It's kind of like a semi-permanent brow tinter or something like that, and you know, I've got places to be after I take off this Maybelline face. I've got other brands to try, and I've mentioned that my brows are pretty uneven as far as the shape of them go, so I just kind of, you know, outlined where I need to fill in with products so that I still have somewhat even brows. Alright, so I'm looking at the directions. It says remove excess formula from the tip, short smooth strokes starting mid-brow, then fill and blend towards the start of the brow, and then fill the tail, blend with the spoolie, and let dry for 1 minute. Okay, so I'm sitting here waiting for it to dry, and I don't know why, but I thought this was a peel off, and it is not. It's like that's it. You just wait for it to dry, and then, you know, you go about your business. So it's pretty much dry there. I'm gonna go in with a little concealer just to, you know, fix some things, and then we'll move on to the rest of my face. I'm so annoyed that I wasted so much time sitting there because I thought it was a peel off. But moving on to eyeshadow, I'll be using their City Mini palette in collaboration with Makeup Shayla for eyeshadow today. I'm gonna take this brown shade, and then this gold shade, and now this purple shade, and then good old black in the outer corner. So moving on to primer, I'm going to use their Master Prime by Face Studio Blur and Smooth Primer. Am I smooth? Am I blurred? Alright, I was looking and I realized that some of my shadow has blended in with my brow. It said like a minute for it to dry, and it's been well over a minute. But let's move on to foundation. So for foundation, I'll be using, of course, the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 358. Not my best shade, but I need something in between 358 and 360 that doesn't exist, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use 358. So I went ahead and used the Instant Age Rewind for a concealer. I can see what people are saying about with the applicator. It's an easy way for bacteria buildup. To set my whole face, we're going to use the loose finishing powder in the shade 40. For highlight, I'm going to use the Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. Now I was kind of excited for lips too, because this is their new Python Metallic Lip Kit in the shade 05 Passionate. Let me figure out how to open it first. Right? Okay, so this is what it looks like, and just a step 1 with a picture of a finger applying what I'm assuming is the lip color, and then step 2 with a finger applying what would be the metallic powder. So that's what I'm going to do. And the last thing I'm going to use is their Lash Sensational Mascara. My little baby lashes. Oh, it's alright, mama loves you. So this is what my face is looking like. It is 9:54, so I'm gonna go about my day and then come back so you can see how my face held up and give my thoughts on these products and this brand. So I am back, and it is now 6 p.m. and this is what my face is looking like. So we're gonna skip the brows for now, but I will come back to it. We're gonna go straight into the eyeshadow palette. I love this palette. I've had it ever since it came out. You know, I've put a dent in this brown and this black, but today I realized why am I not using the shimmers more than I have. I was reminded just how buttery that they are. It's a great palette. The fallout, you know, I could deal with a little less fallout, but fallout isn't the biggest thing to me, so you know, I'll live. Now for this primer, I certainly feel like it does what it says it's going to do. I feel like my finished look had a blur to it, like my skin was smooth with the makeup on top of it. I kind of wish you know, it was a mattifying. I mean, I'm always going to wish a primer is mattifying because I have combo oily skin, but if you are looking into this for what it says it's going to do I think it's going to do that? Yes, I do. Am I going to continue using this? Probably not, just because I like a more matte face. Well, somewhere in the middle. For the Maybelline Fit Me, it's funny because I feel like I've done a specific video on a majority of the products I'm going to talk about, so I might be repeating myself, especially if you've been here on my channel for a long time. This is a great drugstore foundation. The only thing is that I feel I don't really have a shade in this. Like I said, I've tried 355 when that was the last shade that they came out with. I've tried 360 and then they came out with 358, so I tried this and it's not the right shade either. So I love the formula of this. You know, I think oily skin will love this, and they do have the dewy version that, you know, I'm sure if you have dry or normal skin that you'll love that as well. So I love the formula. It's just the shades are not for me, which is sad because it comes in 33 plus something like that shades, so it just kind of stinks, but I would certainly recommend it. For the concealer, you might remember this from Concealer Hunt Week. If you haven't noticed, I like doing this whole, you know, week of uploading a similar type of video. I did like this concealer. I do like this concealer. It's just I feel this is a more everyday type of concealer. This isn't something that I would use for a beat face. Now for the Fit Me Loose Powder, I do believe this was in my 2017 favorites video, maybe an honorable mention somewhere around there, but I do like this powder. I like this shade. I think it's great for dark skin or deeper. The powder isn't the mattest. My face certainly looks better than when I came back yesterday as far as my oil coming through, and I think I came back later than I did yesterday. It's not the mattest. I've tried powder that will keep my face matter, but this being an actual, you know, colored powder, the other ones are translucent medium deep powders. When I feel like, you know, my face color might look a little bit off, this is great for adding some color back into my face, but not completely changing the entire thing. I don't know where the highlighter is, but I believe that was in my yearly favorites as well. Quite a bit of Maybelline has been in my yearly favorites in the past. I absolutely love that highlighter. The color is amazing. That specific color might be a little too dark for fair skin, but they do have other shades of that. It's a beautiful highlighter. The pigment is great. The shades are great. So yeah, love that. So as for this Python Lip Kit thing here, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little confused when I first opened it, because when you feel what the actual lip color is, you're gonna think it's gonna be a balm, and if you saw yesterday's video, then you saw my experience with a balm type product on my lips as far as pigment goes. But then I put it on, I was like, oh, okay, no, you're an actual lipstick. You're just, you know, in this type of format instead of a bullet lipstick or liquid lipstick. It's certainly pigmented. Would I mix the two? I don't know. I think like I liked the color, just this color on its own. Adding this, I feel, you know, is cool for a creative type of look. You know, like a look where you want to be dramatic, you want to be bold. I would certainly wear this color on its own. As far as how it wore throughout the day, a little bit of it has, you know, come off, but it's certainly still there. But this is something I would probably use for just creative type looks. Now for my brows, I use the brow gel tint something along, you guys saw at the beginning of the video. Now I mentioned that it says it lasts for up to 2 days and that it is waterproof. I've always wanted to try waterproof products on camera, so I've got this little bottle of water here, so we're gonna run that over my face and see if the product is still there. Okay, so my face is clearly wet and we're just going to... Oh. So there you have it. I was expecting at least, you know, some product to come off, but no, I think an actual brow hair came off instead of the product. There's some ashiness on my finger there, but yeah, for the most part, my brows are still on. I'm not sure how to feel about my brows still being on because they are really dark. Like, these brows are really dark and defined, and now they are on my face for the next 2 days. Well, I'll let you know, just how long this lasts. I mean, you'll get to see them because you'll see me filming the other, you know, me trying out these brands days. As far as the Studio Brow Gel Tint, whatever it's called, I think it's a cool idea. You know, if you are going out of town somewhere and you want to do your brows like one good time so that you don't have to keep doing them, that's a good idea if it's something that you want to do regularly. You know, if you work a certain amount of time that you don't have the time to be doing brows, because brows could take, you know, like 30 minutes. I think that's a good idea. I would not use the actual applicator that comes with the product because that makes it a whole lot messier. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. The actual applicator is a no from me. So if you are going to use, I would suggest using your actual brow brush, whatever you use, preferably an angled brow brush to fill in your brows however you want them. And because I was mistaken that this is not a peel off, you know, just let it dry and you should be good for a certain amount of time. If you want to keep doing that, then that's great. The color again is a little much for me, you know, it's really black. But if you like that, then go right ahead, and they do have other shades of this. So I like the idea of this. Would I use this often? I would probably just use it, like I said, you know, if I was going through a time where I didn't have the patience to be doing my brows every single day. But again, if you are someone who works and you don't have time for that, then this could be a very good benefit for you. Oh, and the last thing was this mascara. It didn't really do anything for me. So that was everything that I put on my face. Now for my overall thoughts on the brand. I love Maybelline. I've always loved Maybelline. They're an affordable drugstore brand. They're one of the few drugstore brands that has a foundation that comes in 30+ shades. I've had some hits with their products. I've had some misses, but I've certainly had more hits than misses. That, you know, anything new that they're coming out with, I'm usually quick to jump on just because I know that they're a brand that's not only known for having quality stuff, but I've tried it myself and I know that that's there. And yeah, that is pretty much it for my full face of Maybelline. I hope seeing these products on my face and some of my tests in this video has helped in your decision of whether or not you want to try any of this out for yourself. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure to tune in for tomorrow's video because I'll be giving you an update that I'm sure you all are just dying to hear. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye! I mentioned before that my brows are pretty uneven, so I just kind of, you know, filmed. I just kind of filmed. What the hell? I think I taste eyeshadow. Sorry, I can't tell if my nose is running, if that's just leftover water on my face.